Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We start with Sergi Roberto, the new Barca captain, as Barca find a new position for the 31-year-old captain. We are going to discuss that as we progress. Secondly, talking about former striker Luis Suarez, who now plies his trade in Brazil, as he said, "We dream of retiring together," as the striker opens up on a possible reunion with Messi. We are also going to be looking at that. So guys, as we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. After Barcelona cruised to a 3-0 win against eternal rivals Real Madrid in a pre-season Clásico in Dallas, the Catalans have now pinpointed some areas of improvement within the squad, particularly to shore up their right-back position. According to Sport, Barcelona have made an important decision regarding the future of two of their players, namely Sergi Roberto and Sergi Des. Talking about Roberto's new role, having been named first choice captain for the upcoming 2023-24 season, Roberto will likely take up the role in midfield. As one of the most experienced players in the team, he will likely be a mentor to the younger players coming through. In a season where midfield competition is very fierce, it is unlikely that Roberto gets a regular starting role in the squad, but as he has proven multiple times, he can be available in a multitude of roles in case of injury. As Barcelona continue to grapple with balancing their books, they may not be able to let go of a player who can provide depth in different positions to err on the side of caution. Sergi Des made a couple of short cameos against Arsenal and Real Madrid, but seemed to have some very nervy moments and seemed rather unassured when defending in 1v1 situations. His loan spell with AC Milan was also not very successful, which has put a dampener on Barcelona's plan to sell him on. Initially a very promising talent, Des never managed to break into the first team consistently and soon was phased out of the project entirely. The Catalans are now looking to sign Ivan Fresneda to shore up their right-back position, with the staff a huge fan of the player and looking to facilitate his arrival as soon as possible. Of course, Barcelona are still, putting their best efforts to see how they can end this transfer window and with smiles on the faces of the fans. And of course, so far it has not been the way was planned. But I think the board, the coaching staff are all doing their utmost best to see that things go well as planned. Sergio Roberto will be the captain for sure. He is now the first captain since Busquets left the club. And of course, it's kind of funny because I've never seen it in the history of Barca where the first choice captain is not a starter, right? He has never been a starter. Sergio Roberto have always been this player since 2011 where he comes and goes. Like he's always a bench player. He has never ever succeeded to have a starting 11 spot. And definitely that is exactly what will continue this coming season. I don't see Roberto being a starter. He's not that level for us to be a starter. Yes, he might be the most experienced, but he's that captain with an exception who will not be a starter. So Javi is contemplating on playing Roberto more in midfield, not right back, because he has been, yes, it's true that Roberto has played right back majority of his time at Barca, but he has not been the best right back you can imagine. That is why Barca are looking for a new right back. They are looking for a new right back ever since. But Roberto came since Valverde came some 5 years ago. Roberto had been the one playing right back until when Javi came and tried to change certain things. And definitely Javi will not still want Roberto to continue as right back. That is why this report is claiming that the manager will prefer playing Roberto as one of the makeshifts in the middle of the pack. We know how competitive that midfield unit is for Barca, and I'm surprised somehow how you add Roberto to that midfield. And definitely when we have already Pedri, Gavi fighting for places in the team, when Ilkay Gundogan, Frankie de Jong, they are still there, Otto Romeo. So it's going to be a fierce competition in midfield. But let's see how Roberto's role will look like, because honestly, we can see here like this from the reports, but when the season actually starts, we might see something else. Then on to the next story of discussion. Barcelona have bid farewell to a number of iconic legends of the club over the years. The illustrious legacies of the past gracefully hand over the baton to the uncharted realms for the future as they leave behind a trail of ecstatic memories. But although the time in Europe may have come to an end, the old guard of Catalonia seeks to reconcile on American soil. Lionel Messi, Jordi Alba, and Sergio Busquets have already settled down at Inter Miami, with another legendary figure from Barcelona rumored to join this party of elites. Suarez established himself as one of Barcelona's greatest number nines. During his time at the club, he formed an incredible connection with the supporting cast. The alliance he constructed with Messi is particularly what leapfrogged the Catalans to great heights. Suarez still dreams of playing together with his best mate, aspiring to join forces with Inter Miami. When asked about the subject live on TV, Suarez said, "With Leo, we dream of retiring together." The Uruguayan's hankering to share the same pitch with his associates from Barca can be seen in his willingness to pay Gremio back the salary that they have paid him in the last 6 months in order for them to release his contract. Injury concerns is also a present roadblock. Having entered the final stage of his career, El Pistolero has undeniably lost a great deal of athleticism. Injury mess has previously held him back, and retirement is currently on the cards following an issue with his knee, which once again came to light in Brazilian league. He said, "I don't know if I will retire or go to another team. If Suarez decides to bite the bullet and takes the leap to MLS, he will be compromising his physical situation." So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.